I don't know what's going on with this thing. Are we good now? Are we good now? Y'all let me know what's going on, man. Still buffering. All right. Clear, 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 clear. All right. All right. All right, so we back. And if you were on the other live stream, you saw the fervor and the zeal that I had for this Fort Worth case, man. But I already got all my energy out for the most part. So right now, I'll do some Q&A, man. Y'all ask me some questions about the incident or give me your comments. I'll respond to them. Y'all know how it works. You can super chat or you can ask the question and with the hashtag my name in it, and I'll try to answer the questions. Y'all know what it is, man. That's why I appreciate y'all support, man, because they got it out to do this stuff. You know, they do this to all of us. You know, they try to make it seem like this is some accident or it just so happened. You know, if y'all was watching, I was doing the video, I was going ham in the video, and all of a sudden it's buffering. Didn't have a problem at the beginning of the video. All of a sudden it's buffering. And then now I come closer, change the internet, it's still buffering. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what it is, man. James Cantu said you didn't say thank you for my super chat. I apologize, man. I know I read your super chat, but appreciate it. Let's see. What is your favorite part of being a? What was your favorite part about being a police officer? My favorite part about being a police officer was that I had the freedom to go around the community and get into stuff, and not necessarily bad stuff, but when I see somebody need help, I can pull over right there and help them. I can go and look for bad guys, or what I'm saying, I can do community policing. So just the freedom at work to just kind of structure your day and structure kind of what you want to do and what you want to be as an officer. Um, I really felt like a superhero, to be honest. When I was a police officer, I felt like a superhero. I was saving people's lives. People depend on you. You know what I'm saying? When at their worst moment in life, at their worst moment, they call you. Whether it's to a death, whether it's somebody beating the mess out of somebody else, all that stuff is on your hands. And I think that I say, man, it is a tough job. It is a tough job, man. It is a tough job. Only by the grace of God that I didn't shoot the wrong person and all of this stuff. I could have been that's why I have a level of sympathy for people, because I could have very well been in this case. I had a case where a guy, and I would have been justified in shooting him because I'm black. Maybe they would have gave me a pass. But I remember the sure as the noonday sun. This kid was high. He was on PCP, or he was on K2 Spice. His mom and them was scared of him. He broke a piece of glass. She said he was cutting his neck with the glass. We get there, mom and them outside. Grandma's still in the house. We trying to get grandma out. She don't speak English. All she knows is Spanish, and none of us know Spanish that proficiently enough. We telling her, come on out the house. I think she was trying to protect him to a certain degree. We get her to the front door. She got all these dogs in the door. And we kick the dogs back in the house, and I just pull her out. And as I pulled her out, he comes from the back of the house, full speed. Before I can even do anything, he's hitting me in the face. I pull my gun out by the time he hit the door, and he's hitting me in the face while my gun is out. And I didn't know if he had that shard of glass that they said he did at first. I could have shot that kid. Boom, 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 boom. Because the call text said he had a shard of glass in his hands. I didn't have time to diagnose if he had the glass or not. And just so happened, God didn't take me out. You know what I'm saying? God didn't allow me to make a misjudgment in that case. And I didn't shoot him. I kicked his butt, but I didn't shoot him. You know, and I could have very well been subject to the same thing. The donor operator think that it may have been an accidental discharge since the shot went off mid-sentence, but it's just a theory. Do you think that's possible? Yeah, I mean, that's the same thing that I say, is that it seemed like he got spooked. They call it the sympathetic reflex, right? If you got your finger on the trigger and you're not ready to shoot somebody, you shouldn't have your finger on the trigger. Because if you have your finger on the trigger, you hear a bang, another officer say something, and it's a sympathetic reflex, right? You could be trying to key your radio. You want to key your radio, then you pull both fingers. It is literally a scientific study about what's called sympathetic reflex. And so you don't want to have your finger on the trigger unless you have identified a threat that you are going to kill. I have never put my finger on the trigger, maybe one time. A lady pulled a knife on me at her front door, and I was going to shoot and kill her, but I told her to put the knife down, ma'am, please, please. I begged her. I talked to her for about 15 minutes. She dropped the knife. So I didn't have to kill her, but she almost got killed. But people that are not police officers probably don't understand that theory. I think he accidentally shot her. You know what I'm saying? He got spooked and he went pow. You feel me? Like he got spooked. You know, and I'm not saying that she's at fault of that, but anyway, can you give a quick recap for us who missed the story? Well, if you don't know what the story is, in Fort Worth, Texas, a police officer responding to a check welfare call went to a house that had an open door, and they looked through the door. The officer never said, "Hey, it's the Fort Worth Police Department." He just walked around the side of the house, and then as he's on the side of the house, somebody pops up in the window. He flashed the light, "Show me your hands, show me your hands, show me your hands," and he pulled the trigger and boom, killed her. Killed the lady that was just sitting in her house. You know what I'm saying? So, Brandon, do you think rookie cops should not be able to carry firearms? No, if you're a cop, man. I was a rookie, and I did just fine. 99% of the rookies in policing in America, they do just fine. This person, for whatever reason, they made a mistake. It appears that they made a mistake. I remember one of my friends on the police department, he was on a SWAT team. The first day on duty, he had to kill a person to save his FTO's life. FTO is a field training officer. It's what an officer, once you get out of academy, you ride with a field trainer until you get comfortable and you pass 4 phases of training, and then they let you off on your own. And you still training, but you off on your own now. You can ride in your own patrol car. But first day 1, a guy took his FTO hostage and he, boom, right across the car. Day 1. So if you understand the training and you take it seriously, you should be relatively prepared day 1 to do most things. Let's see. Just giving you a hard time. James Cantu. I figured you was, man. I do think cops get scared and shoot accidentally. Murder has to have intent. I doubt very seriously that they can come up. The thing about Texas law, and this is the same thing that happened with Amber Geiger. They determined that by the virtue of her pulling the trigger on him, that she intended to kill him. And I think they tried to do this same situation with Amber Geiger with this officer. They're going to say, well, when you said, "Show me your hands, show me your hands," you know, you pulled the trigger and you intended on shooting her, which you know that resulted in her death. And so Texas law, I think, is pushing people to charge people with second-degree murder. But as you can see, second-degree murders, you can do 5 to 99 years under the statute of second-degree murder sentencing. So just being charged with murder really don't mean much. Somebody said the police are hired thugs. You're lame. That's awesome. Thank you for your service. Hey, I appreciate it, Araya. Let's see. When did Google buy the internet? I'm not sure. I am thinking of joining the Air Force in 2023. Worth it? I don't know. I never worked for the Air Force, but I say if you want to serve your community and you want to get a free education, I'm going to keep it 100. You want great benefits? Join the military. That's what I would do. Especially if you're young, you know, I'll do it. I'll give it a try. Especially because the Air Force ain't really as intense on deep when it comes to being deployed, all that stuff. It's not as intense as the Army, and you don't get it deployed as much as the Marine Corps. Dutch Slayer is trolling. Oh yeah, we got it. My mind got you. Excitable 101 got me covered. Walk tall, Brandon. I appreciate all that you do and have done. Hey, thank you so much, Bennett, Luciano. If that is what you want to do, yes. Let's see. I can't imagine. We all need good people like you. I appreciate it. Tough job. It's the toughest job on earth. No, there ain't nothing tougher than being a cop. So, Brandon, are you still a cop? I'm not a cop anymore. I retired from being a cop. I like to call it retirement. I left the police department about 2 years ago to pursue what I'm doing now. Speaking all over the country. I do all kinds of stuff. So I left the police department to do this. I wanted to leave the police department to give it a try and see if I wanted to come back, and I don't think I'll ever go back. Policing in America is too messed up. I will go back only as a sheriff. Only if I'm at the top of the food chain will I go back so I can change the stuff that's going on the police department. Let's see. And again, y'all, if y'all want to ask a question, you can super chat the question. In the comment section, there's a little $sign. If you want to super chat, you can super chat between $1 and $500. If you super chat $500, you might as well, you might as well buy something off the store. You know what I'm saying? But just so you guys know and aware of it. Let's see. Somebody said Dutch is trolling. We already handled him. Also, how do you doing tonight? You are very brave being a police officer. Your office are our first line of defense, sir. I'm not a police officer anymore. I retired as a police officer, but once you're a police officer, once you always in your heart, you're a police officer. LeBron sided with communist China. Disgraceful. LeBron is an idiot. This LeBron, don't listen to LeBron. LeBron, he should just play football. I don't know if he do anything else. Maybe he's a good father, but he's definitely not a good role model on political issues. Can I ask your views and help me? It is a very long story why I need help, and I'd be happy to tell you all about the hell our family has been through leading up to right now. I'm gonna be honest, man. You can email me. I'll try to look at the email, but I can't guarantee that I can actually help you. I would have lost my mind. The police not get paid enough. No, they don't. We don't. You don't do it for the money, man. Police officers don't police for the money. Let's see. Glenzer, thanks so much for the super chat. The phrase "perceived a threat" sounds subjective. How does that differ from officer to officer? Well, what it is that it has to be what we consider a reasonable person would believe that this person is a threat, right? If a person, just walking down the street and they're looking at you crazy and you shoot them, a reasonable person wouldn't perceive that person is a deadly threat, right? But if a person is walking down the street with their hand in their pants and they go to put their hand out and they do a play gun and you think it's a real gun and you shoot them, a reasonable person would believe that with the totality of circumstances, the person's mannerisms, how they're walking, what they said, the gestures, the body language would suggest that they're actually getting ready to pull out a gun and you shoot them before they get their hand out. I mean, that can be considered a reasonable person who believes that they're in fear of their life. Anybody pull a gun on an officer, a reasonable person believes that an officer has a right to defend themselves. So that's kind of how that goes. It looks like he was trigger happy. I don't consider that trigger happy, right? The dude looked like he accidentally shot the lady, to be honest. Normally when you perceive a threat, you shoot more than one time. He just one click pow, and it was over. Do you know how long the shooting officer has been on the force? He was on the force for 1 year. He got hired in 2018. That officer hadn't probably been on the police department for about 1 year. He was a rookie, very inexperienced. Somebody said, Brandon, on a side note, the black ring is what swingers wear to let others know they swing. Man, I used to wear one that said "Man of God," and I wear this one because I think it's really nice. You know what I'm saying? I wanted a really good quality one. But anyway, that's interesting. Now somebody come up to me, I'm like, hey, Dan, what you think? He murdered her. He killed her. I agree. Let's see. Let me get to some of these super chats. Do you think cops should have the right to search warrant on children? It depends on the situation, man. You know, if an officer is led to believe that you have drugs on you, or a gun on you, or something dangerous that can hurt other people, they can search you no matter who you are. They don't need a search warrant for that. If they can articulate, as long as they can articulate. And let's see. Let me get to super chat. Sunrise Lady, can you do a video about Officer 401, Mike the cop, or Donut? Can you do a video with Officer 401, Mike the cop, donut operator? Please answer my question. If that's your question, yes. I've already done a video with Mike the cop. If they down to do a video with me, I'm sure I'll do it. I think it's good. I like all of those guys. It won't let you like this video. Y'all know what it is, man. That's why I appreciate y'all. They just messing with me, man. It's just something ain't right here. Let me see. Let me know if I missed your super chat. Let's see. I don't think I have. Corey, glad you retired, cop. Videos when I was a cop as well. You know, I appreciate that. I really do. I really do. I think God has blessed me to get in this. These Democrat debates are madness. The election will be a battle between sanity and crazy town. It shouldn't surprise me. It's getting as bad. Be a light unto the dark world, sir. We hope for his return. Amen, Captain. It keep going in and out, but anyway. All right, let's see. I don't know why they messing with my live stream. It's crazy to me. All right. Again, we're talking about the shooting in Fort Worth, Texas. I mean, they clearly messing with the live. What made me become a truth warrior? I got saved. I got saved and let's see. I know being a cop is hard, but you don't have to defend every cop. He was way wrong. At what point did I defend this cop? At what point did I defend this cop? And if I want to defend every cop, I can do what I want to do. The question is, people are saying that they won't even entertain the thought process of seeing it on both sides. But anyway, whatever, you're probably a troll, but I don't defend every officer. I defend officers who's doing the right thing, and I call out officers doing the wrong thing. Every single video I've made has been leaning towards saying this officer was wrong, but I also give the other scenario because people are one-sided and they don't understand policing in America. Probably somebody like yourself. Let's see. What is the main reason you think police are so maligned when I believe that the largest percentage of them are doing a great job? It's because, listen, let me tell you this. The police chiefs are pieces of crap. The police chiefs in America have gone rogue. The reason why people hate the police, in addition to some bad police officers, is because the police chiefs don't have a backbone. The Fort Worth interim chief, that dude don't have a backbone. He don't have a backbone. When you say, I understand why the community has lost trust with the police department, you don't have a backbone. Because there's no reason for this community not to have trust in the police department. There's a reason for the community to be mad at this incident, but not lose trust in the police department that serve and protect 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ever since everybody in the community has been alive. Hundreds of years police been serving the community. I mean, it's ridiculous to me. K. Bragg, thanks so much for the super chat. These civil rights lawyers get their coin made, make it about race. Real issues are Call of Duty wannabes. Huge disservice to community. I mean, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. If you ain't got no spirit, you ain't got no backbone, man, every time there's an opportunity to make some money, you jumping on it. These people are literally, every time I get excited every time somebody purchases something off my store, right? Thousands of people have purchased from our store. I get excited when I see a purchase, right? Because that means two things. Somebody got exactly what they wanted, and there's a level of profit margin on my end. And they look at the same thing with people getting killed in the community. Every time a black person gets killed by a white police officer, they look at it like, oh, this is a money grab. This is a money grab. You know what I'm saying? They looking at it financially. They looking at it as if this is going to create success for them when they shouldn't be doing that. But they don't care about you if you ain't got killed by a police officer. They care less about you. They don't care nothing about you. They won't mention your name. They won't wear a t-shirt. They won't do nothing. L, thanks so much for the super chat. You're going to the Hodges Twins stand up next month. Where at? Where is it at? I haven't been to their thing. I was out of town the last time they came to Arizona. So let me know, where's the Hodges Twins thing at? Do you believe that there are a number of officers who believe they have power over civilians? They have power over civilians as opposed to serving the community. Yeah, I think police officers probably feel that way. I mean, I think people get the misunderstanding that police officers don't always serve the community. You get what I'm saying? Like, they die to deal with criminals and stuff. Like, I guess if you shoot a armed robber, you serve in the community. But a lot of what you do is serving the criminals. You know what I'm saying? You serve the criminals more than you do the community. Like, you busy dealing with people who are committing crimes all day long. Like, you're dealing with criminals. You don't get a chance to like respond to people who got their house burglarized. They wait 10 hours for you to show up. In Tucson, people used to wait 10 hours for us to show up to a burglary call or somebody lost their dog. You don't serve them people. All you're doing all day is responding to criminals, arresting them, taking them to jail, catching them the next day, arresting them again, arresting them again, arresting them again. Somebody done robbed the place, you got to go hunt them down. Now you done got shot, you dead. Now your friends got to go and find the killer. Then the sex offenders, the pedophiles. All we do is serve the criminals. It's very difficult. It's rare that you serve the community. And so I think that's kind of like a misunderstanding. But to your point, I do think some officers take the badge and abuse it. What do you think about the huge attack on Trump supporters by angry Antifa mob? I think that people should start taking action against them. God is my witness. I'm in Arizona and I go to a Trump rally and you hit me with something, you already know what's gonna happen. I don't even need to talk about it. Do you think bigger government plays a role into police corruption? Nah, I don't think government has anything to do with police corruption because I think police officers are human beings. And a lot of police officers that sign up for the job, they sign up because they want to serve. Some of them are bad though, but the majority of police officers, they sign up because they want to serve. The government have no dealings in police departments. Like, police officers are almost separate from even the command staff in the police department. Like, it's like they live in two different worlds. Let's see, super chat L. Let's see, Addison improve. And in Arlington, November, Addison, the Improv, I say improve. Improv in Arlington, November 10/17. I'm November 10/17. I guess the 10th and the 17th. Okay. 10th and the 17th. I got to look into that. I don't know. When they come to Arizona, I'll go. Let's see. Bennett, I thought your ring was to honor the fallen from. No, I literally had Man of God on this ring, and it was a silver ring, and it was cheap. And this ring has always been the ring that I honor God with, and as a reminder to me. And that ring was tore up, and I got a really nice, solid ring. So that's kind of what that was. Can you please explain what the proper protocol he should have done and why? Well, we're talking about the police officer situation in Fort Worth, Texas. If you don't know, they responded to a person's house for check welfare, end up shooting a lady through the window and killing her. It depends. I don't know what they were doing, but it seems that a reasonable explanation or reasonable protocol is that if you go to a check welfare call, you have no indication of a struggle, no indication of a wrongdoing, the door is wide open, you stand off to the side of the door. You may have your other officer kind of stand in the darkness on the side of the house. You knock on the door. Hello, it's Fort Worth Police Department. Anybody home? Fort Worth Police Department. Anybody home? Come to the door. Want to make sure you're okay. You make several announcements into the house first. If a criminal come running out, you can shoot him. And if somebody come running from the side of the house, your partner is over there in the darkness where they can't see him. He's standing in the darkness. They'll run out and get caught by him. So you make announcements. And if you don't see a sign of a struggle, one reason you should probably call the residents there. You find out who lives there, who's the registered owner of the house. You try to call that phone number if you can. And if nobody answers the door, all you can do is I will shut the door. I will shut the door. Try maybe I'll lock it. Shut the door so it's secured. And we may look around the perimeter, make sure that there's no forced entry in the back door or nothing like that. We don't see anything. We make sure the house is locked. If we don't see any forced entry, we don't see any signs of a struggle, then we leave. You left your house open. It ain't our fault. We may try to shut the door so it'll give an appearance that nobody broke in your house, but we ain't finna be sneaking up without saying nothing unless we think somebody robbing the place. I have no idea what the heck they were doing. Let me get to these super chats. Let's see, Marie, thanks so much for another super chat. Police officers are on PTSD 24/7. They took the ticket. They didn't know that their pension will be held over their head. Listen, I'll tell you this. People think police officers are, some of them are bad. I mean, get you wrong. There's some of them just bad. I mean, nothing you can do about it. They bad. I remember one guy we fired. That dude had a great reputation. Former military, had a full family. He raped some nasty prostitute or had sex with some nasty prostitute under a bridge somewhere and lied about it, got fired. And you like, what are you doing? You lost your job over that? You like, nobody would have ever expected that guy to do that, but he did it. But most of us are like just trying to do the right thing. Like, it's no glory in dying for somebody else's stupidity. That's what police officers do. Most of us, we die because of something somebody else did. And most of the time it's a criminal or somebody that ain't got nothing to lose, ain't got no value in their life, but they shoot a cop in the head, ambush a cop gets shot in a shootout. Like, what person gets glory in being a police officer? Like, oh, I'm a big bad police officer. I can tell people what to do. Man, look, man, your sergeant throw you under the bus as soon as possible. I mean, it ain't no glory in being no police officer other than service. They don't pay you enough. You put your life on the line. The life expectancy for police officers is 50 years old. Like, I mean, you got to work 25 years to even get a pension. Man, policing in America ain't what people think it is, man. It's all about people that in their heart, this is what they want to do. Most police officers. You don't have to answer the door. Yeah, you don't have to answer the door. Like, we've gone to calls where a neighbor called a check welfare on a person. They in their house, and they say, I don't want to talk to you. Get the F away from us. Get away from my house. I hate cops. And we like, okay. We gone. We ain't finna argue with you. We finna go do something productive. I'm finna go back and get me some coffee or something. I ain't finna worry about you. You hate the police. You don't want me. We tried to check welfare. I'm gone. Documented the case report. She's anti-police. She don't want to talk to us. We gone. You know what I'm saying? People don't have to answer the door. People have to talk to us. They don't have to. We have an obligation to check on them just in case they in the kitchen having a seizure, and we can save their life, which is what we do most of the time, saving people's lives. But man, we listen, man, most police officers, most of them are lazy too. Like, a lot of them lazy. So you think they're trying to get involved in that? Probably not. Mario, what's up, Mario? Appreciate it. Appreciate your super chat. What's up, bro? You're going to TBSA Cultural Clash at GCU on Monday. Don Jr. is scheduled to be there. They haven't invited me, so I might go, but I haven't been invited, so I didn't even know about it. But I might go to that. Appreciate it, Mario. I might go. I think it'd be kind of cool. Let's see. Let's see. Glenzer. F the Police by NWA was a celebrated protest anthem. If some cop did a song called F the Criminals, liberals would go nuts. Listen, we live in a double standard. Black folks can go out and scream death to police, can cry on TV about what the police did in their community, and at the same time, they ain't said nothing about all the other crime in the community, and everybody takes them seriously. It's crazy to me. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button if you're watching. Hit the like button. Let's see. K Bragg, thanks so much for another super chat. We need community policing. Stop sending these Fresno kids to the hood. Laugh out loud. Assuming he's not from the neighborhood. Well, let me say this. Let me say this. You won't find police officers that are from the neighborhood. You know why? Because people in the neighborhood don't want to be a police officer because they don't want to patrol their own community. Like, how many police officers are from Fort Worth on Evans, where this situation happened at? None. All these people, yeah, they pastors. You see all these black pastors. Why is there not black police officers patrolling this area? Because the black people in the area don't want to patrol their own area. They don't want the drama. They don't want to answer the calls for service. They know how messed up these communities are. They don't want nothing to do with it. So most of them would rather be a pastor that can be an activist on the weekend and don't put his life in danger to do nothing for his own community. Most people do that. Who the brave ones of the community? The white boy is the only one that want to sign up to go do this. Some of the black people that work for the police department, they're brave enough to do it. But all the ones that's running their mouth, they're not trying to do it. But community, living in the community and community policing don't have to be synonymous. I didn't live in the community that I patrol, and I never will. I like my freedom, I like my safety, and I don't want nobody getting mad because I arrested them. They want to come retaliate and show up at my house, and I have to kill people on a day-to-day basis when I'm off work. I don't want to do that. So I don't live in the community. But I understand how God wants me to love people. That's where my community policing came from, is that I had a love for people. I don't care where you live. You ain't got to be a part of it. I didn't grow up in Tucson. I grew up in Fort Worth. I didn't grow up in Tucson. But I have a level of love and respect for people. That's what gave me the ability to community police. But I do think that it'll help if people in the community patrol their own community. But you know what? They're not gonna go. They're not gonna patrol their own community. They don't want to go through the test. They don't want to go through a year of training. They don't want to be having to shoot somebody and go to prison. So they sit on the sideline and they run their mouth about it, but they won't patrol their own community. All these black folks out there protesting, why don't y'all sign up for the police department and patrol your own community? Because you know you don't want to do that. You know you hear cops and people getting killed all the time. You ain't finna go out there and do that. You ain't doing that. How can we help support the police in the insanity? Thank you so much for your voice. God bless you. Your merch rocks, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate the merch. People buy stuff from the merch store. I appreciate you. Man, I think that when you see a cop, tell them thank you. Any chance you get to support Shop with a Cop, Coffee with a Cop, anytime you get an opportunity to do that, then go do it. I mean, this just gave me an idea. I'm gonna try to set up a Coffee with a Cop at one of these Starbucks. I'm gonna try to set one up with local police department, and maybe I'll put an event out on Eventbrite and invite people to come by, and we can just do something for law enforcement. What I will tell you is when I do the event, don't offer to pay for police officers stuff. Don't offer to pay for it. Pay at the counter, because cops can't take gratuity. So if you pay at the counter and they go to order their food and the lady say, hey, it's on the house, then they're more likely to be able to take it. But now I'm thinking about it, man. I might put together an event and show some love and respect for police officers, and because I think that we need to show them love in a hard situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be emotional about it because it just bothers me, and I remember putting my life on the line, man. And for people to just crap on that, man, it's disheartening. But that's the way you can do it. If you can donate to police foundations, Eric Hart's foundation. I say Eric Hart. I say Eric Hart. Eric Haight Foundation in Tucson. I'm sure that every police department have a Fallen Officers Foundation. If you can support that, that's a way to support. Tell an officer thank you for your service when you see them. And just always keep posting positive things about police on your social media. And those things will help. Some of y'all, maybe you could become a police officer. And you can show the world that there's still good police officers out there. Let's see, why does most police corruption happen in blue cities? Yeah, I know that. Ain't that right? It's because they corrupt. Their governments are corrupt. Let's see. Again, if you guys want to ask a question, do it through the super chat. Where you see that little $ down there, you can super chat, or you can ask me a question. You got to tag my name so it'll show up in orange, and I'll answer the question. But, you know, this Fort Worth situation just got me livid on a couple of ends. You know, I just honestly feel like that the police chief don't have a spine. They didn't get out in front of the incident, and that the police officer tactics were unexplainable. I mean, it's just, I need the police department to come out and walk people through what happened. But it's disheartening that they let the narrative get built, and then now we have to go out and defend this stuff. Thirsty, man. I had to drink some water. Let's see. Rusty, thanks so much for the super chat. Are you going to tour with Candace and Charlie again? I don't know. Since I don't work for Turning Point, I don't know what they got going. You know what I'm saying? So when they invite me to stuff, I go. I support Turning Point, but I don't really know what they're gonna ask me to do. It's up in the air. I'm willing to do, you know, pretty much whatever they got going, but if they don't ask me, then I assume that I'm uninvited. Let's see, Marie, thanks so much for the super chat. More men should stand up and stop asking for help from the government to do so. Keep your neighborhood in line. Support the extra help from the police, but don't depend on them. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to blame the neighbor in this situation, but it's like, if the neighbor was that concerned, why can't you go to her house and check on her? Why you got to call the police and have the police come on check on her? Why can't you go check on your neighbor? You don't even want to go check on her, but you want the police to go check on her. And then y'all get mad when something bad happened. Why are you even calling the police? Go over there and you see a door open, go check on her. Go knock on the door. Hey, y'all all right in here? Because you scared. And then you don't understand why the police feel that way. How they get scared. You know what I'm saying? What is the best way to counter these narratives? Is to promote narratives that are counter. I always show videos, consistently post videos of officers doing a great job. View the First Amendment, auditors for your service. Thank you for your service. View on First Amendment auditors. I'm not sure, Leslie, what you mean by First Amendment auditors. I'm not sure what you mean. Are you talking about social media? Are you talking about actual people who suppressing speech? You talking about school system? What are you referring to specifically? Obama made it bad for Obama was bad for everyone. I agree. Obama was the reason why I quit being a Democrat, because he just blasted the police department for no reason. Even when he was wrong, he never corrected. He just let it linger. Why are you no longer a police officer? Because I decided to pursue being a speaker and having influence all over the world instead of just being in Tucson. It was initially a trial and error thing. I was going to try it and see if I liked it and go back to being a police officer, but God has blessed me immensely, and I feel like this is what God wants me to do, is to expand and do more and have more influence. I know, you know, the community claim that the police officers, they can't trust the police officers and stuff. But why you need to call the police officers then? When what you could have done, you could have went over and checked on your own neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the reason why I would go check on my neighbor, because I don't want nothing to happen. I had to kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? But if the officer go over there and kill somebody, I ain't gonna be mad at him. I'm gonna be like, dang, that's messed up. That was an accident, unfortunately. But you ain't finna catch me going on there because I'm going over my AR-15. I ain't going over there knocking on somebody's door just to get knocked off. It ain't happening. Hey, baby, what's up?
Hey, I was making sure you had your drinks.
No, thank you.
All that talking.
I know I'm talking a lot. Let's see. What? What you over there doing?
I had this nigga just check on you.
Okay.
Make sure you were hydrated.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Be acting like you love me.
I love you.
Let's see. Should there be more registration checks when applying for welfare? Yeah, you should take a drug test. You apply for welfare, you need to take a drug test. Let's see. And again, I am 40 minutes in, I haven't said much about the store, but make sure you go into the Tatum store. For those of you who don't know, I have a store. A lot of cool merch, a lot of MAGA merch. It's in the description section. Go on to my store, check it out. I still got the promotion going, 10% off. So this is the time that you can check it out because I'm getting ready to take that 10% off. Because people getting killer discounts. A couple hundred people that got 10% off bad in it. So y'all go take advantage of that before I take it off. I think I might take it off in the morning. So you got the rest of the night to take advantage of that 10% off. Brandon, I've been following you since you were a police officer. I really enjoy listening to you. Keep it up. Raina, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I really do. I really appreciate it. Because I definitely appreciate the people who have seen my growth and seen me grow and improve on my channel and all the stuff that I've done from going from a police officer to going to the White House and all that. That's pretty cool. And I really appreciate people that have been my day ones. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Marie said, love thy neighbor. Man, go check on your neighbor. If the police officer is so bad, then why you calling them? Excitable 101, thank you for putting that link to the store. The link is in the comment section. Y'all go to the store and buy something. Let's see. What do you think about Michelle Obama and the new front runner in the new Hampshire poll? Hampshire poll. Man, I'm gonna tell y'all all along, I thought Obama was gonna run for president. I thought she was gonna run for president, and I feel like that she would beat Trump in the 2020 election unless we show up because she's pretty. You know, the Obama's got a lot of power, man, and she kind of clean. And if she came out, everybody loved Michelle. She got a book. They own Netflix. They got all this stuff going. I think Michelle could mess around and beat Trump. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll paint him as a racist. I'm telling y'all, like, our worst nightmare is if Michelle Obama tried to run for president. That's our worst nightmare. Because, you know, even people who voted for Trump, they may go vote for Michelle because they tired of all this drama. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't have the endurance. Hey, keep bringing the drama. I ain't letting no communist be the president. Let's see. You're a real dude. Love you from the NorCal. Let's see. Righty. Love from this NorCal righty. Okay. Damn. Well, I can't see. I can't read and I can't see. Matt Allen, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat, my brother. Let's see. Yeah, they drug test all people that, Michelle said they drug test all people that hold government jobs. Yeah, they need to drug test everybody to take government subsidies. If you taking government subsidies, then you need to be drug tested. Congress should get minimum wage. I think they should get a little above minimum wage because if they get minimum wage, I guarantee they're gonna pass legislation to make minimum wage go up. So I don't think the Obamas want to be in the White House again. No way. Yeah, I don't see why they would, but y'all know, just think about this for a minute. If all these pay-to-play people come out and say, we're going to give y'all $1 billion or something, we're going to funnel 100 million, 200, 400, 500, 600 million dollars into your bank account if you run for president and beat Trump. Man, you tell me they won't go into the White House for 4 years for $100 million? They'll be there. See if she be losing landslide. Have you seen Twitter trending cancel Facebook simply because Mark Zuckerberg was meeting with conservatives to discuss censorship and possibly partnership? They crazy. That's why people leaving the left, because they just loony, man. They loony. They turn on you in a minute. Marie, thank you for another super chat. Women don't like Michelle. I think reasonable women. Let's make sure we're honest here. There's reasonable women like yourself and others who probably voted for Trump because they're reasonable women. And then there's the unreasonable women, the ones you see with the hats on doing all that protesting for no reason. They will vote for Michelle. The reasonable ones like yourself won't vote for Michelle. They won't vote for none of these communists. That's funny. And see, I just ate and I'm still hungry. Let's see. Hold public office, transparency, accountability with video, know where tax dollars are going. I saw a Democrat on Twitter saying he is registered Democrat who is okay. I'm thinking about buying your racist definition shirt. I just wore that. I wore that shirt 2 days in a row. I wore it yesterday and today earlier. Go ahead and get it. Use the discount code FACTS and you'll get 10% off. And mind you, 10% is a good amount of money off, in my opinion. Especially if you buy $100 worth of stuff, getting 10% off will save you a lot of money. Many women are jealous of Michelle Obama. That's why they don't like her. I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. I can't relate to that, but I don't know if Michelle Obama had a lot going for her, in my personal opinion. Should religion be taught in schools or a violation of the First Amendment? This is what I will say. If you're going to teach evolution, then you need to teach at least the basic principles of religious identity. Like, what do religious folks say creation was? What does science say creation was? And let people decide on their own. There's no reason for you to teach science, but you don't teach religion when it comes down to a controversial topic. Science is not the final say. Science isn't even conclusive. Science is opinion. And I think that if you're going to teach evolution, then you need to teach at least the story that the Bible talks about as far as how creation happened. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna allow people not to pray in school, you should allow people to pray in school if they want to. You can't just do one. You have to allow it to be possible. If you're going to allow prayer in school, you should allow kids to opt out of praying. But there's no way you can do some of these things that they're doing. Like, if you're going to teach about homosexuality, you need to teach about homosexuality, and you also need to teach from homosexuality in a basic religious context. Or don't teach about it. Let the parents talk about it. But if you're going into school and you're trying to make homosexuality sound a certain way, and then people that are Christians don't believe it to be the same as what they're teaching in school, then that's a problem. Let the parents teach their kids what to believe and what to think about sexuality. You don't need to teach. You don't need to be in people's business, because half of the school system don't know what they're talking about. Let's see. Mario, thanks for another super chat. I get mixed reactions when I wear your racist shirt. Laugh out loud. It definitely starts conversations. Bro, I'm telling you. My white privilege shirt is even worse, man. Like, I don't know if I made the letters big enough on the definition part, because people see white privilege and they like, is he for me or against me? You know, and they kind of look and read it. And then I had a few people say, I had a black girl at the airport say, I love your shirt. And I was like, did you read it? And so she read it and she was like, I don't like your shirt. And then I had my hat backwards like this. It was a Trump 2020 hat. I had my hat backwards. And then I said, if you don't like my shirt, you definitely ain't gonna like my hat. And she lost it. It was funny. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, listen, the white privilege shirt and the racist shirt, people don't really know how to take it, because they see white privilege or they see racist and they look at it and like, and then they read it and then they're like, Like last night we went to a restaurant. Last night, the night before last, we went to a restaurant and the valet guy was like, I love your shirt, because I had the racist shirt on. So people give me compliments on it. But the white privilege is the one that's it's a lot of people bought the white privilege shirt. And I'm like, that shirt is really, you got to be really brave to wear that white privilege shirt. And there's a lot of brave people that bought the thing. Maybe they just wear it around the house, but when you go in the public with a white privilege shirt on, I think it can be really entertaining to see what people look at and what they think about your shirt. Let's see, Marie, thank you for another super chat. Let's see, are we under a dome? What do you mean? 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 Is it you saying because it's echo in here? Or what? I got a shirt that says, and when y'all look on the store after you get off of this live stream, when y'all look on the store, I have a shirt that says Trump. It's a definition shirt for Trump. It's a definition shirt for racist. And it's a definition shirt for white privilege. You gotta check them out. And then we got all the discreet MAGA stuff. I got it in the room. Y'all just go on the website, you'll see it. It's pretty nice, man. For people that don't want to get into a fight every time they wear something to support the president, we have that on there. We have hoodies, we have sweaters, we have backpacks, we have stickers, we got towels. Like I got a Betsy Ross flag towel. We got a whole bunch of stuff on that store, man. Y'all got to go check it out and support the channel. That's a great way to support the channel, man. Especially if you like, oh, I don't know if I want to super chat. You go buy you something on the store. That's a great way to support the channel. So we got towels on there. I think I made a category for towels, but it's like a like big beach towels, big old beach towels. We got the Betsy Ross, the back to blue flag, you know, the thin blue line flag, and we got the American flag towels. So we got those. We got MAGA hats, not the traditional MAGA. We make our own signature MAGA, where you can't get it anywhere else but on my store. The sweaters are cool. The MAGA signature sweater is cool. It's discreet. They nice, good quality. All of our shirts and sweaters are made in America. 99% of our products are made in America. We have like a few things that the warehouse they have, but they don't have them. The vendor in America don't make them. So most of the stuff we have in our store, we have it made in America. All of our stuff is warehoused in America and shipped from American companies. I mean, from American warehouse. We don't directly get stuff from out of the country on my store. It just so happened the vendor that we use, they may get something from out of the country, and we only go through an American company. But they openly say that, oh, this hat, the design of it, but the way we produce it, the sewing, the stitching, everything is produced in America. And then they just, you know, whatever they get the hat from is where they get it from. But you'll see most of our hats, the classic hats are all, they got the American flag and stuff there. So somebody said, cool store. Yeah, man, it took me a lot of time to put that store together, man. I really take pride in that store, to be honest. I take pride in that store. That store means a lot, and it's very difficult to run it by yourself, you know, especially trying to answer the emails. And because, I mean, to be honest, it's been a few thousand people that have purchased from the store, especially the MAGA hats, the MAGA signature hats. Baby, can you help me? If you have one of those MAGA hats, can you bring it? I want to show the audience the hats that I'm talking about. But I'll show y'all the hats if you haven't seen them. They pretty cool. Some pretty cool hats, man. I really take pride in those hats. Corinne designed them, and we got 45 hats that she designed.
I think they're all in your film room.
Are they? Okay. What you in there doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Watching that series, that show. It's probably your father's live stream messing up.
Don't blame me.
I don't think the 45 hat is in the car. If you have just the MAGA signature hats, I can just show people what it looked like. Look at this, babe. My live stream messed up. I don't even know if I'm live right now.
It's the internet's messed up.
I don't even know if I'm live right now. Everything gone except the super chats.
Oh.
I knew something was wrong because nobody was commenting.
Right at 10 p.m., my internet on my phone and the TV started buffering.
Is it blinking?
No.
Baby, can you look on your phone and see if I'm even on?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'm even on the air right now.
On YouTube? Yeah, right at 10 o'clock, it started to go crazy. The TV is just buffering.
All right, look at that. Y'all still there. I guess it caught up. Maybe y'all not there. I don't know. Write a comment. Somebody comment. Because I don't see no comments. The comments aren't coming in. I'm live. Do you see anything? Nobody commented. Nothing. Can you comment?
Yo. Yeah, you're good.
Comment.
We're here. Live. We see you. We're here.
I don't. None of the comments are coming through.
They're here on this side.
Hold on, let me see this. Hold on. Don't give me your phone. Don't give me your phone. I just want to see that super chat. Are we on the? Okay.
Everyone's good.
Oh, now it's popped up again.
Yeah. I think
It's
our internet
crazy.
went crazy for a few minutes.
That's crazy. Okay, so if y'all are here watching, this is what I had. This is what the signature looked like. It's this signature hat like this. We have these in red, white. What's that? Carolina blue.
That light blue is right there.
Oh, the light blue ones right here. We got this one right here.
The vintage colors.
We got these. These are the solid colors that we have. These are made in America. They got the American flag thing on there. And then we have the vintage look. So we have the vintage look like this, the vintage kind of stained look, and we have these in like a stained black color, and we have this one in a stained red color. So this hat haven't been broken in. So this is the signature. This is what the signature thing looked like. And we have these on sweaters. We have these on all those other things. Marie, let's see. And we have America First merch where, we have America First. Flags say America First. I actually had this on the back. I think I discontinued the shirt because they can't get this stitching like I wanted. I discontinued this hat. I think that's all the hats we have. We have camo color. We have a whole bunch of different stuff. It's been a blessing for us to be able to create this stuff, especially for people that love it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Pink. We do have pink too. I forgot we have pink.
It's a sweatshirt.
And this is Korean sweatshirt. It's got stuff all over because we gotta wash the towels, but it's sweatshirt that say MAGA signature on it. These shirts are really nice, good quality. This one is a Gildan heavy blend. It's really, really good quality. So anyway, y'all going to get you some off the stove. Again, it's the Officer Tatum store. You can get your cool stuff on there. Every purchase is appreciated, just like the super chats. Oh yeah, beanies coming this week. We'll have beanies out. Let's see. Somebody said, breaking news, Michelle Obama just tried to register to run for president but was denied. Look up that on the Google back in 2017. They probably got a criminal record. She's not been in the US long enough. Let's see, Jenny, I love your merch. My husband and I both do. Great quality. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I don't know why I can't get the, as soon as I get it, I'm gonna send it out to everybody. As soon as I get the review, I gotta figure out how to get the reviews out so people can write reviews about the products and they can tell us how it goes. I'm gonna figure that out tomorrow. That's odd. It keeps removing my like. Yeah, man. I mean, they got something going on this thing. I know she was disbarred. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, the Obamas, they probably can't qualify for presidency. I mean, you get disbarred. I mean, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good look. I like this Carolina blue one. That's not a good look, man. Let's see. Do you ever come to Oklahoma? I haven't, but I'll give you a 10 for my shirt. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What about gloves for us folks in Alaska? Like I'm just now building out the store, you know what I'm saying? So we what we're doing is we have the products that are housed at the warehouse that we go through. We work with those products along. You know, I tried to get products from overseas, but I don't want to get anything that's not from America, you know what I'm saying? And so it's very hard to get those products that they're not readily available at wholesale, you know what I'm saying? Some things you can't get at wholesale. Like this wristband right here, I got a guy that make these for me. It says in the end we win. We may get him to put MAGA on there or something. He make those that are really cool. But that dude is this is an American business. Super chat is sending money, sending on a money amount. Oh yeah. If people don't know what super chats are, super chats is literally you can donate to the channel and ask a question. That's pretty much what it is. And you can give $1 or you can give $500. If you give me $500, I will take you out to dinner. We will go to dinner. You, me, and Corinne. You can't take me by yourself. My girl has to be with me. Because I don't want nobody saying I did nothing I ain't supposed to do to you. So don't be lying on me, but see. Right, starting with the fake birth certificate. I'm still waiting for this so-called white privilege. Disabled and fighting for my Social Security I paid into my whole life. 3 years fighting now. I'm sorry, Star. See, that's messed up, man. If she had real white privilege, she'd had that money like last month. Ain't that, man? White privilege is made up. It's made up, man. It's made up. Brandon not trying to get me too. You dang right. You ain't finna me too me. You know what I'm saying? If you me too me, you gonna me too me and Corinne. I'm raising my 12-year-old on $432 a month. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you do it. You should set up a GoFundMe so people can help you out. I tell you what, you set up a GoFundMe, I'll throw some your way. I'm leery because I can't verify who you are, but I'll give you something. You and Jericho Green need to do a video. I agree, man. I'm gonna start going back to doing the videos, man. We may not do it live. I'm gonna try to do it live. I remember we used to do it through Zoom, I think. I gotta remember how to do it again. I'm gonna practice it and then we'll get back to doing live. Cause I know Jericho Green will come on live with me. You know, I know ABL will come on live. I know all your favorite people will do a live with me. Slowly maxing my credit card out. Just keep believing, keep having faith, Star, because God can open up doors that no man can open for you. God will open up you to have opportunities to get money, have this thing clear. Just keep believing in God and allow God to help open this up for you. Because I remember when I was a police officer, I was going to check. I ran all my credit cards up, and some of it was my fault, but I was still in the predicament. And man, God opened up the door. I paid off all my debt. I'm telling you, like, just keep having faith in God. Know that God will never let you down, and be open-minded to do new things to create a level of income. But I know you said you're disabled, which is a very, very difficult thing. But just keep praying. Keep praying. God will deliver for you. I believe that with my whole heart. I believe that. I wouldn't even tell you if I didn't believe that to be true. Rico Velli, thanks so much for the super chat. Volley, maybe it was Volley. Are you getting the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare reboot? I don't even play video games. I don't even own a video game console. So When I threw my video game away 9 years ago when my son was born. I threw the video game away because I didn't want to be a bad dad. But I know that person is probably just on the chat to promote a video. Let's see. The media inflames and angers for no reason. A transgender woman is shot multiple times in Dallas, but everyone wants to watch the Amber Geiger case. True. They claim they're activists. They claim they care about everybody, but they don't care. They go on what's juicy. I know, do an interview with Tim Tebow. That'd be pretty cool. Most people need to understand that there are like 10 million police encounters with the citizens per day. So if 10 of those turn bad, 10 out of 10 million proves most officers are good. Yeah, man. I mean, I probably engaged with a million people when I was a cop for 6 years, million different incidents, maybe groups of people. Man, come on. I ain't never shot nobody. Most cops don't ever shoot nobody, man. You know, I'm talking about less than, it's more likely you get struck by lightning and get shot by a police officer. So in the grand scheme of things, it's like people talk about these situations all the time and they're not putting it in a context. So somebody said, where do you go to church? Well, right now, I haven't been able to find a church I like. I'm really hard on church, man. I don't go to just any church. I go to a church, I need them to have sound doctrine. I need them to be, I need the church to be worth me going to, because I can talk to God and read my Bible and worship on my own. I'm not going to no church for you to be trying to pimp me out my money, for you be up there lying to people about being saved, trying to prosperity doctrine and all this stuff, man. I ain't got time for all that. I ain't finna drive all the way to your church just for you to be crazy. Let's see, Chris Williams, thank you for the super chat. Another Alaskan here, support you and the lady to the fullest, spreading your channel. Have to get the word out, brother. Just know we are a red state. Keep up the great work. Open those eyes in the inner city. Visit Alaska. We got to go to Alaska at some point, man. But man, brother ain't really been nowhere where it's been that cold, man. Maybe I'll go in the wintertime. I mean, I won't go in the wintertime. Let's see. My review is awesome merch. Go to the store. The stuff is quality stuff, and you're supporting Trump and Brandon and Corinne. May is my favorite. Thank you so much. I appreciate the shout out on the store, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I could go to China and go get some haphazard stuff and make a huge profit. I mean, if you're in the business world, you can go to China for the same products that I buy right here in America, made in America. I could go get the same hat from China and probably make double the profit. But man, we're dedicating ourselves to stick with American businesses, right? When I first opened the store, I tried to grab some things from overseas, and I was like, I want to try to stick with having products in America. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into the habit of not doing stuff in America, because I support our country. And so, we don't make a lot of profit on this stuff, man. It's a blessing. It's something, but we ain't making hand over fist. This is not like, you go to the little corner store and they selling hats and that they got from China and they upsell it by 400%. Nah, man, we barely make a little profit off of these hats. The most thing that we do is that we want to give people an opportunity to have stuff and to wear stuff that they can support the president, they can support America, and the rest will handle itself. You know what I'm saying? That is what it is. The warehouse that we work with, that we do drop shipping with, they are expensive. They're probably the most expensive warehouse on the market. You know what I'm saying? But they're good quality. If something mess up, I'll make them send you something new. You know what I'm saying? They'll have the stuff in the speedy fashion. It's a great company that we work with. And a little bit of why it's not a big profit is because we get a lot of stuff made on demand. So as soon as you order it, we make it for you. It's your hat, we make it for you. It's not like we have a bunch of these sitting in a warehouse somewhere. When you order it, we make it and we send it to you. Let's see. Did you see the video of Omar participating in an Antifa rally trying to cover her face in Minnesota? I need to make a video about that. I saw that and I wasn't sure if that was real. Let's see. Sending love from Missouri. Shout out Missouri in the house. Loop, Deep, Loop. Thanks so much for the super chat. Let's see. George Layman. Thanks so much for the super chat. Trump, it's heaven sent, sir. We have been praying for this person for decades. Keep up the support. George, I thank so much for the super chat. I agree with you 1,000%. Marie, thank you again for another super chat. You can pray, but your butt can't lay. I think I get what you're saying. You pray, but faith without works is dead. So you may have faith that God will do something in your life, but you got to work. You got to do it. You got to go out and try things. You got to, God may, the young lady I was talking to, Star, God may, it may be something that you may be able to do, something that you want to do to make a little extra money. You may not have the confidence that you can do it, or you may think they'll turn you down. Those things are avenues in which you can have faith to pursue. But I don't know your situation, so I don't want to talk about something and you may be disabled to the point where you can't do anything. But just keep that in mind. Did you know 80% of medicine is made in China? I didn't know that. Will you watch one of the Angry Foreigners or Swamp Troll videos? I don't know what that is. Let's see. Chris Williams, thanks so much for the super chat. Just visit in July when it's in the 80s. It gets in the 80s and green and beautiful. I believe Trump win a landslide. You and Owens should run 2024. Keep this mindset rolling. Let's fight to end corruption. If Candace run and she want me to run with her, I'll run. I'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. The real Aaron Collins, thanks so much for the super chat. Many police aren't mentally stable. I wouldn't say many. I would say some. I would argue that most are mentally stable. Now, I can say that a lot of them, let me tell you this. A lot of police officers are more mentally stable than, one, people give them credit for, and two, than the average person. Police officers become desensitized to a lot of things that make people crawl up at night and lose their salvation over. Police you build rhino skin, man. So I would disagree with you at saying that police are not mentally stable. Most police are, but there are some that aren't. I'm not gonna act like every police officer have the mind of steel. There's some of them, the dirty dogs, man. They shouldn't even be on the police department. Said a mega pet made in China tag will be ironic. Yeah, I think maybe it would be ironic, but Trump has his own ties, in China and stuff. So, but I'm telling you, one of my mega hat maybe made in China. You know what I'm saying? The one that I bought from somebody. That hat is cheap as I don't know what. There's no way they made it in America. America praying God sent us Donald Trump. Valerie, amen. How many of y'all think that God sent Donald Trump to be the president? How many of y'all think that? Push the number one if you think that God sent Trump to be the president. Let's see. Mario, thanks for another super chat. I just watched a video showing a smoking garbage truck that dumped burning trash on the side of the road, sparking a deadly sandalwood fire in California. I need to, baby. She probably asleep. But I need to find that video. Thanks, Mario, for telling me that, because Korean said the same thing the other day, that somebody was going to dump smoldering trash, and the person said, hey, you can't dump that. You can't dump that. You're going to catch a fire. They said, F you, I'm going to dump it anyway. And in Korean, when I stay with Korean in the summer, we live right by that area. I used to ride my bike right through the area where that fire burning down stuff. Right in the same area where we stayed at. It's crazy. Thank you, Mario. I appreciate it, man. It seems like most people believe that Trump was sent by God, man. I need to make a video on that Trump was sent by God, because I don't care what people think, man. We need to get our country back. But anyway, man, low enthusiasm recruiting issues and too many retirements. Some cities now hire people who never would have qualified before. Old tattoos that wouldn't previously disqualified them. It's odd. I agree with you. Michelle, I agree with you 100%. Like, we seeing it all across the country. So they are hiring bad officers. That's another problem with the ridicule of policing in America, with the lack of funding police officers. They're hiring bad ones. I mean, you see it because they quit. They get fired. They do stuff. These people would never be police officers back in the day. They would never make it. Michelle, I think 1,000% true. I live in LA, in the area where the fire was in the San Fernando Valley. Yeah, I think we lived right up there near in Canoga Park, and I think the fires was just north of Canoga Park, if I'm not mistaken. We were staying right there. She was showing me a picture of a street that I rode my bike on, and I was like, dang. What do you think of the video depicting Trump shooting the mainstream media? It was trending Trump video on Twitter. I haven't seen it. I don't think that's cool, but mainstream media is not a person. So I also don't think it's weird. They're very desperate to get people in. I agree, and that's a problem. Before you leave, can you please get my question about the military? Luciano, ask another question about the military so I can get it, because I didn't see your question. I missed it. Okay, it says, should the military be exempt from environmental protections? Why or why not? I mean, what do you mean should the military be? Explain that a little bit to me. What do you mean by should the military be exempt from environmental protections? Qualify that for me a little bit. The fires were in Chatsworth, which is just north of where we were. By the way, I also used to live in West Hills. Oh, okay. Yeah, Chatsworth was. It was. I used to get my haircut on that street, to be honest. Let's see. How will U.S. rock its military in using solar power Humvees? Oh my God, we'll be a mess. We're using solar power Humvees. What's up with LeBron James? It's called SJW. Isaiah 41 equals President Trump 45. I mean, Isaiah 45 equals President Trump 45. I need to look up Isaiah 45. Twitter wouldn't let Veritas outs CNN trend. Marie, thanks for another super chat. Take more hours to be a masseuse than to be 5-0. Well, I don't know. It takes a long time to be a police officer. Like you like we go through so much training, and like you don't get this much training. Like some people are like, oh, you gotta do 3 years of medical, or you gotta do 3 years of school, but you don't go to school 10 hours a day for 3 years. That's what people are understanding. Like police academy is 10 hours a day for 4 days a week. Now it's actually 10 hours a day or 8 hours a day, 5 days a week in the academy. You still 40 hours a week is training every day for a year. If you look at the hours, if you look at the hours, it's a lot of hours. 40 hours a week times 52 weeks. I mean, you do even more than that, but 40 hours a week times 52 hours in a week. That's how long it may take you to be a solo police officer. And you're talking about 40 hours of training, on-the-job training, hand-to-hand combat. I mean, you're learning a lot of stuff, to be honest. So just because it's more time don't mean it's quality time. Let's see. Tabitha, thanks so much for the super chat. Officer Tatum preached the truth again. I love seeing Black Americans speaking out against the establishment. Thank you. Love from Amarillo. Amarillo, Texas in the house. I appreciate the super chat, Tabitha. Appreciate it. Let's see. Why do you stop being a cop? I've already answered that. I kind of answered it a lot. It's not for anything bad. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to get off here. I got to go to bed. I love you guys. Thank all of you guys for joining the live stream. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the store, all of the above, man. I'm very thankful for you guys, and I appreciate it. Like I said again, go into the store, the Tatum store, get your good merch. I'm getting rid of that 10% off thing because we didn't have people hundreds of people take advantage of it. And if we ever gonna continue to make a profit, we can't we can't just keep having too much of a discount, because we already are taking a hit by having most of these products made in America, and we're not having that much overhead. You know, I mean not overhead, but we don't have that much profit margin. So I'm gonna be honest, we were pretty much giving away for free when we give away for more than 15%. Let's see, just caught you live chat. Let's see, Veggie in Vegas, just caught you on live chat, BT, but I need to go to bed. Love sharing your videos on Facebook. Please keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I really do. Maybe I'll be more consistent on the live stream, and then people can know when to catch me. You know what I'm saying? That will probably be better, right? If I tell you guys, I go live every Sunday night at this time, every Sunday and Wednesday night or something at this time, then you guys will be able to plan for it. YouTube is canceling your likes. I know, man. It's crazy what YouTube is doing. I won't be surprised this video just disappear after I get off here. All right, man. I love you guys. No more questions. No more super chats. I'm getting off. I'll give you guys 30 more seconds. If anybody want to super chat, anybody want to ask a question, I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to do so. Or other than that, I'm getting off here. I appreciate you guys going to the Tatum store. Thank you all for who donated to the PayPal, the Patreon, all of that stuff. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody who shared the videos, who liked the videos, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell when you subscribe. I appreciate all of you guys. No more questions to be asked. God bless you guys. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one. Let's see. Okay, all right. So one last question. Want to do a quick explanation. Look into the Defense Department documents. Okay, cool. Do you still live in the Valley? I live in Goodyear. I'm way out in Goodyear, in the West Valley. Okay, Mario, super chat. I'm a new subscriber. Sam, thank you so much for being a new subscriber. Mario, thank you so much for the super chat. Brandon is live every Saturday at 6 p.m. on KTAR. If you live in Arizona, catch me live. Thank you, Mario, for the shout out. If you live in Arizona, it's syndicated through the podcast, so download the KTAR app. But if you live in Arizona and you're riding around on a Saturday at 6 p.m. in Arizona, KTAR, I have my own show. It's called The Brandon Tatum Show. Y'all catch it, man. It's fun. I do call-ins now, too. I do call-ins on my show now, too. So in the bottom of the hour, like the last 45 minutes of my show, so about 6:45, 6:42, we'll have call-ins. Where in Fort Worth did you grow up in? I grew up all over Fort Worth. I mean, I lived in Crowley at one point in time, Stop 6, Eastwood, Texas. We lived in White Settlement before. Like I said we lived in Crowley. We lived in Arlington. So we lived all over, but I graduated from Paul Laurence Dunbar High School in Fort Worth, which is right in Stop 6, right off of the 820, and I can't even remember the street. 820, and my memory is getting bad. It's getting real bad. But I haven't been home in a long time. I forget the name of the street that the school is on. Anyway, man, love you guys. Trump 2020 landslide. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.